Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. We're continuing on with the birthday weekend. Cheers, my dears. A little bit of a beautiful red wine from the Carcassonne area, my favorite part of France. All right, so let's ask about the haunted house. We're asking the haunted house. I want to find out if there's any rooms in Windsor Castle that are sealed off because they're too haunted. I don't know what made me think of this. I actually have been kind of thinking of it ever since I was at Banff Springs Hotel. There's a room that there was a murder in, and I picked up on the three children, which I had no idea about. A fellow murdered his whole family, and there were three children. And in my reading, there were three children, and but they've sealed that room off because too many people were complaining. They called down to the desk in the middle of the night and say, "Get me out of here! There's ghosts in here." So they've completely sealed off the room. So I've been thinking, I'm like, what about those old castles? Are there any rooms in Windsor Castle that are sealed off because they're too haunted or nobody's allowed in for whatever reason? Like maybe like there's secret stuff in there that only the king himself can see. So I want to ask, are there any sealed off rooms in Windsor Castle that no one is allowed to go into? Save for like the king or somebody like that. I got my birthday candles going. Had a nice day at the spa today. Any rooms in Windsor Castle that are sealed off that no one is allowed into? Okay. Wow, the moon. The moon upright. 9 of Swords in reverse. Ooh, look at that, the clock. 2 of Cups in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Sun. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Swords upright. No, there is not. But there was a room that the Queen would not allow anybody into. Here she is, right here. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. We have the Moon and the Sun. What's the underlying? King of Cups in reverse. There's rooms Charles won't go into. I think there was rooms the Queen wouldn't go into, and there's rooms Charles will not go into. Did somebody release themselves? Escape from that room? Or maybe there was a birth in that room that wasn't supposed to be, or something. Anyways, no, there's no rooms that are officially sealed off, but there are rooms that the Queen and Charles won't refuse to go into. I think there was a room, there was perhaps a birth that wasn't supposed to be or didn't go well. There's one of those rooms in there. Okay, let's do Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace. Are there any rooms in Buckingham Palace that are sealed off from everybody, that are sealed off because of secrets in there or something happened in there, but just sealed off, or nobody's allowed into? Are there rooms in Buckingham Palace that no one is allowed into for whatever reason? Private, super private, maybe ghosts, whatever. Any rooms in Buckingham Palace? Cards are ready. Oh, the Chariot. The Hermit. King of Pentacles in reverse. 3 of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups upright. 10 of Swords in reverse. And the 10 of Pentacles upright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, there are. That the whole family doesn't go into. The whole family doesn't go into them. Yeah, and there's the Page of Pentacles, especially Harry and William, especially won't go into them at all. King of Pentacles in reverse. It could be because it's filled with money. Here we have the big money card and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe it's somewhere where they keep their money hidden in case of ruin, right? Yeah, look at all the money here. It might be like a room that they keep all their money in and only the family is allowed in there. And like, I'm wondering if it's cash. So if something happens, they always have cash. That would make sense. It's in Buckingham Palace, right? That's where all the offices and everything are. And Harry and William know where it is. Wonder if teenagers running around Buckingham Palace. Yeah. So there's a room in Buckingham Palace that is loaded with cash. And in case there's any kind of ruin, maybe they learned their lesson from the Bolsheviks, right? When the Russian family was all done and other family members had to take off quickly, or maybe they learned like during the war, you have a bunch of cash ready for you. I think there's a room filled with big money, big money. And I think Harry and William know where it is. Perhaps they do make sure that the younger generation knows in case something happens. Yeah, so there is. Let's ask, are there any other castles, any other rooms and any other castles that are no entrance? No, you can't go in there for whatever reason. So we have one room that something went wrong, a birth or something that they prefer not to go into, or at least Elizabeth and Charles refused to go in there. And now we got a second one where nobody's allowed in except for the family, and it's because that's where they have their gold and their cash. That's their emergency gold and their cash. And that room is family is allowed in only. All right, any other rooms in any of the castles that they own? Balmoral, Sandringham. Well, Sandringham's not even really a castle. That are sealed. Kensington Palace, that are sealed for whatever reason, that nobody goes into for whatever reason. Privacy. Ooh, some kind of strategy, hiding. Let's find out. Cards are ready. Knight of Swords in reverse. 3 of Wands upright. 6 of Cups upright. 7 of Cups upright. 3 of Swords upright. Page of Cups upright. Page of Pentacles upright. Yes, there are rooms that nobody is allowed in. And actually, they haven't been allowed in for a very long time. This 3 of Wands here is telling me like it's closed for a very, and 6 of Cups here is telling me that generation to generation, they do not go in there. I think something happened. Knight of Swords is attack. Look at this 3 of Swords. I wonder if there was a room that somebody was murdered in. We got 2 pages here. So like just kind of mess it. I was kind of looking to see if there's any kind of ghosts or anything, but it looks like somebody was attacked in one of the rooms. Here we have 7 again. 7 of Cups. There might be a lot of rooms that they just simply don't go into anymore. Yeah, I think, and messages are put out that you are not allowed in there. I think it's rooms that somebody, I don't know, has there been murders in some of those? There has to be hundreds and hundreds of years of castles. And so we've already done Windsor, and we've done Buckingham. So this is must be, maybe there's up to 7 castles that people aren't allowed into the rooms. But definitely there's one here that 3 of Wands is telling me patience. It's like um you just patience, like it's just telling me like you just don't open it, you just don't go into it. We haven't for generations and we won't for generations more. Like they're just patient about it. Nobody's curious to go in or anything. And it's something that's been handed down from generation to generation. Maybe there's some confusion. Maybe people have forgotten why they don't go into those rooms. What about London Tower, right? Where deaths have occurred. Especially I'm thinking, oh, the 2 children in London Tower. I just got that. The 2 children in London Tower. Perhaps that's might be, there might be a room there that nobody goes into. Maybe there's the ghost of the 2 children. Well, there you go. What's the underlying here? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Almost getting like this angel guarding the door, keep the spirits in, right? Rather than keeping people out, keep the spirits in. So maybe that's why they're kind of patient and not bothered about going in. Maybe there's a curse on them. There's like, cool, we got, 500 other rooms to go into. We don't need to go into this one. Right? They got a choice of other rooms that they don't need to open it up and release that curse. You think about that. Hey, release the curse. Anyways, this was kind of fun, something different. Like I said, I'm really trying to stretch my mind to get off the track of what's their names and but keep it interesting. So I hope you found this interesting. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.